Really inspiring from Werner. Romero, I thought, was excellent. I know, again, we've conceded a couple of goals there, but I'm sure you're also going to say, Chris, great to see Brennan Johnson on the score sheet, given the fact, obviously, of your personal defence of him. And a big, big goal for hopefully him in this season. But overall, Chris, we'll come on to Johnson in more detail. What did you make of the result for you?
Relief. I am so relieved after that because that first half was absolutely shambolic. It was uncomfortable. I don't know what the hell Ange said to them at that half time, whatever it was. Was it a dose of belief? I have no idea, but I was just so happy. And that second half, we just sort of came together. It's sort of the glue just happened, and yeah, I'm just so happy with certain players that obviously helped us get those 3 points, which is so important during this time right now. Every 3 points is obviously so important. But yeah, it was just Richarlison, I felt, needs a massive shout out because I thought he was excellent. That second half, he was absolutely brilliant. And this is the moments where I feel, yes, the confidence is going to come in. We need to continue this. To me, the key to success is, continuing. And, that's what we've got to continue with, is this. We need to start believing more in ourselves. We need that confidence to bring up. This is why it's so important, guys. We need to be supporting each individual player. Stop bringing them down and support them fully, because this is what we can do together now. And I know I'm just always so positive, but it's reasons like this. And, after that win, it feels so good. I mean, it's unbelievable now, because it was a bit nervy at some points, but I'm just so relieved we now got those 3 points, especially after them trying to mug us off. I'm sorry, Saka did it, and then Maddison scored straight after. They did it again today, and then we won the game. So stop doing it. Stop mugging us off. It's brilliant, though. Keep it.
I must say, I was trying to hold off, but I can't. I mean, Maddison's just told TNT that Maupay hasn't scored enough goals of his own to have his own celebration, so he copied mine. I just think James Maddison absolutely using there the sauce, to quote the wonderful expressions. I've got to say, cracks to bring you in. I think one man that has been pivotal in that game itself, and who we've missed a lot, has been James Maddison. I mean, I know the first half wasn't great, but what I would say is that the opening 5-6 minutes, where we did start quite fast, was much to James Maddison, really, because I think he had more touches in that first couple of minutes than he had in the City game as a whole. So I must bring into the fact Andrew's actually come out in his press and said, look, as far as he's aware, when he went down, just cramp at the moment. We'll bring obviously more information as soon as we've got it. But look, cracks, James Maddison, I know he's your kind of player. Great to have him back, right?
Yeah, he's just a Tottenham throwback player, isn't he? He's one of them players where if he was playing in the 70s and 80s, I am that old. When he gets on the ball, you hear the clacking of the seats as they flat back up, because back in the 70s and 80s, kids, we used to have to pull the seat down on our seat to actually sit down. And that was where there was seats and standing terraces. I'll be talking about jumpers for goalposts in a minute, Rick, when I. But Maddison,
different show. Stay on for that afterwards.
Yeah, after that. He's a lovely player to watch. And when you see what opposition players try to do to him, they're trying to wind him up. They're trying to get a bite. They're trying to distract him. So, I mean, this is all planned before you get. This hasn't just sort of happened on the night. So, that all week, Brentford and Thomas Frank's been telling a couple of players, go and disrupt him. Go and upset his rhythm. Go and do this. Go and do that. And you see it all the time, because they're just they know what he can do. They're just all the time trying to upset his rhythm. And that was cramp at the end. And I think even if he hadn't been out for so long, he'd have probably still got cramp anyway. His work rate tonight was phenomenal. It was only really just behind Richie, who was just off the scale, by the way. And Romero, the pair of them, their work rate tonight, throwing themselves about, was incredible. And Maddison was definitely in the same postcode as them. So, lovely player to watch, and makes such a huge difference. Just makes us tick, finds a ball. We just wasn't getting wide enough in that first half, was we? Because sometimes we were dealing with a back six. I mean, they had 3 centre halves anyway, but most of the time we just kept trying to thread through the eye of a needle. we should have just got a bit wider. But Maddison was finding that ball for it to then go wide, and it didn't. He was absolutely phenomenal.
I still, for me, have that feeling that under Ange, there's a need to work out the dark arts. I know we've got the likes of Højbjerg there, of course, and we've got some experienced players. Romero likes to put a foot in, we know that. But I think that's something for the younger players, as Dow kind of references, the likes of the Udogis, the likes, again, I'll be honest, of the Mickey van der Vens, that we are going to have to lack a little bit of that bite, and we need to find that, I think, with this young side, because once we do, I do agree, it's a really, really exciting side, right, Chris?
Yeah, and it's a thing that I think all the young players are going to learn from. I mean, I'm actually quite surprised with Ramiro today. He was pretty calm on, not getting as angry as he usually does. But that's what I think these young players, they're going to learn from it. And, it is something that Ange, I think, should address to those players. I also just wanted to put out with the team, I think that was the best squad that we could have chosen. But I think with that first half, that to me showed how actually important Sonny is to our team. Because with him, he's the one that makes those finishes. He's the one that you can rely on. And as well, not just having Sonny, but also a backup. I feel like it's so damn important to have a backup for Sonny. So I felt like I needed to address that. But yeah, it's it could have gone a lot worse today, because they were, like I said before, they were really trying it on with us in that first half. And even me, I was getting absolutely vexed. I couldn't stand it. I wanted to get on a train and go there and slap a few faces. Honestly, it was really frustrating. But we kept it calm, like I said, and we fight it instead of getting, losing our heads. We fight back and we won it instead.
Postecoglou actually said after the game, on the players being fired up after Molpe's incidents, he said, "Look, I hope not, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the whole bravado, pushing people around. If you're that brave at things, my players and their players get in a UFC cage." Ange, man, the lines this guy comes out with, Chris, he's a Greek warrior, right? This guy's got a madness about him, right?
Oh my God. It's just, everyone's been talking about him all this season, and every damn right, because he's just absolutely brilliant. Every time he does a press conference or anything, like, there's just such unique quotes that come from him. I absolutely love him. He's truly is a special manager that has come in, and it's it's like I said to you guys, like, I feel with him coming in now, he's there to help us. He's there to help the team. He's there to help the players. He's not using them to help him, to make him feel like he's worthy or something. He needs to prove something. He's there because he wants to help the club win, which is why I think he's just such a great manager that we've been begging for. Tottenham needed someone like this for a long time. Just as well with what you guys said about Destiny, it comes with Ange as well. Players will always make mistakes, but it's what you do afterwards from it. If you are able to recover, then that's perfect. You've learned from that, and that's exactly how football is. It happens a lot, but previously we've just made mistakes and not done anything about it. But the fact that we are, and we are, the whole team are backing everyone. And that's why I specifically love having Sonny as a captain, because I feel he brings everybody together. I feel like everyone is now closer than ever, this team. And that's where I really have missed having Sonny as a captain as well. But we've still got it. We've still got it, of course. But I think it's just a really important part of building this squad up. So even when we do get new people that come in, it's always important to make sure, like, they all come in, they're part of us now straight away. And that's how I feel with a lot of these new signings, like Werner, that they've just got straight in. And, I feel like it's just such a good vibe all around.
Yeah, such a good point.
And same with the stadium now. You go there and you feel it. Everyone is buzzing for a game, and I haven't felt like that in a very long time. Those Conte days were gloomy as hell. I can't even tell you. It was horrible going into a game.
Could you imagine, Chris? Right, that game tonight under Conte being goal down at half time.
We would have given up. We would have given up a long time, but we didn't. We fight back. As you guys said, they bullied us in that first half, but we didn't allow it. We just literally got straight in there and we won it. And that's the beauty of Ange Ball. That is it. So you know, and there's so much more to come because there is a lot going on with this team at the moment. There is a lot. Once we get everybody full, you know, everybody back, once we, you know, we need to get some backups, this team can build something really special. So, you know, it's all about the trust and the belief now. You know, just keep supporting. I can't tell you guys how much it's so
you're right.
important.
It